down! We're under attack! You shouldn't have crossed us, really! Now we only need to find out where. Go back, everyone! There he is! Down there! Hold your fire! I surrender! I'm done fighting!
on my nerves. Put the gun away, man. Come on. This is really getting on my nerves. Put the gun away, man.
It all happened so fast. We didn't even have time to abort unloading. Storm wasn't even that strong at first, but then it picked up. Boy, did it pick up. We started adding more mooring lines, but then the gangway got torn off. It kinda died down by the morning, but the comms were off. And then while we were running about, looking at the damage, the water kinda ebbed down, sandbanks all over the place. Well, as soon as we cast away, we ran aground. Big time. Tried freeing ourselves and got gouged on the rocks. Badly. The only good thing was that there was not enough water left to sink in. And the comms were still off, and it wouldn't be much use anyways. No tug could get us out now. Looks like we're all alone here. And there's more oil spilled around us than water now.
There's nothing on the air. Nothing to listen to. Hey, oh, fuck. Don't shoot. Don't shoot, man. Wait a minute. Hey, come on. This is really getting on my nerves. Put the gun away, man. Now we're talking. I get nervous around guns, you see. So where was I? Wait a minute. Are you one of the newcomers? The ones with the train? But I'll be damned. Hey, come on in. Make yourself at home, brother. I don't get many guests with all the spiders around. They packed the hold full of the Baron's Frankie's bones already. Oh, you must be real lucky to have gotten here in one piece. When I had to run from the gang, I hid here and spent ages watching the damn critters. I thought I was a goner, but it turned out they were afraid of light. So I settled here for good. Now I make my living by collecting the guns and gear from the idiots the spiders catch. And they don't mind. And in my free time, I just scan the radio. So I know pretty much everything that's going on around these parts. These bandits blabber about everything on air. Then again, there's nobody to eavesdrop. Slaves don't have radios. So, as soon as they noticed your train, the Baron got all his people running around in circles. Hey, he thinks you're here to take him out. Now, you tell me if that Baron is all right upstairs. Certainly looks completely insane to me. A classic case of persecution complex and delusions of grandeur. Say someone did come to take him out. Real classy, like driving a fucking train. Fine, let's give him that. But why would they stop at the old station then, huh? They could stop the train right at the castle gate and have at him. But logical thinking is not among Baron's faults. He's too grand for that now, huh? Which will turn out to be his undoing in the end, I think. I will say, though, that if you really do take that Baron bastard out, the whole desert will be kissing your footprints until the end of days. Not to mention my personal thanks. Well, I've been ranting for too long. Have some rest. Use the workbench if you like. In general, make yourself home, as I said. I'll stay on the radio in the meantime. Someone paid a visit to the Baron's metal salvage. His grunts are in an uproar. They say there was a whole gang. Something tells me, though, that it was the work of one man. Maybe even someone I know. I have no idea what you would want from that place, but the fun was worth it. Thanks for the giggles. The idiots must still be running around looking for the attacking gang. Keep going like this. Just gauge your risks before you act. If the bastards shoot you, I'd be bored to death. There's this radio chat I eavesdropped on here. Sol's van got stolen. And that guy is not your average mook. So he had the car for a reason. Baron's compliments. In fact, for loyal service. And the Baron does not give presents like they're nothing. You got to have authority to be worthy. Thus, everybody knows who's to blame. The newcomers. They're definitely going for the Baron. For some reason, though, they decided to start with Sol. Thanks, man. You really don't need a gun at the ready here. So, what I wanted to say is, if you happen to have this car now, watch out. All the bandits know it, and will open fire as soon as they see you driving it. You won't even try asking first. Personally, I think that Sol got his just desserts here. He's as much of a bastard as the Baron is. Just more of a loser. Yes. There was some news on the radio. You gave some bandit asses a kicking at the lighthouse, didn't you, eh? Well deserved and timely. Gyul was a menace for the Baron since forever. She spent years inciting the locals to rebel against him. But now, since there are basically no free locals left, I would have gone easy on the troublemaking were I in her shoes. But she didn't, so they finally found her base. Only to have you rain on Baron's parade, huh? Yeah. So he wasn't cautious of you for nothing after all. Thanks for hiding the gun. There really is nothing to shoot here. There's this radio chat I eavesdropped on here. Was that you who freed those slaves? I see it in your eyes. A job well done. Pointless, though. The bandits already caught half the runaways, and most of the others came back by themselves. You can't get far in the desert when you're buck naked, even if you don't encounter any mutants. Thanks for putting it away. There were other liberators before. It always ended like this. The prison is not just that ship. It's all around us. And inside us too, brother. So, that's all the news. I think I'll keep the radio on. There might be some new developments. You make yourself home.
up, everyone! The Baron is about to speak! Listen up, everyone! The Baron is speaking! Now!
What is going on with the airfield? The boys are saying it's crawling with freaks. How long has it been since I told you to clear it out and collect all the usable stuff? Especially the gun. Why the fuck is a whole bunch of good gear going to waste? The boys are looting it and quarreling over it. And don't give a shit that you were put in charge of the place. You short on hands and can't handle the responsibility? Okay, just tell me so. But if you think you can do it, produce the result. Otherwise, it might be taken as you disrespected me.
As you were, everyone. The Baron has spoken.
inside!
Artyom, I have the mirror on the line here, so take a seat. I'll be with you soon.
They're all so anxious here.
It's Uncle Artyom. Go back to sleep, darling.
Uncle Artyom, I wanted to ask him.
Shh, don't get up yet. Uncle Artyom has to talk to the cardinal first.
Okay, Mom.
Didn't breathe. Repeat. All right. Miller, over and out. You got them? Great job, Artyom. Great news! Artyom got the maps.
Well done, Artyom.
Idiots, get started with these. I'll join you later.
Here.
There's a lot
Have a
of
sip.
data. The sooner we analyze it, the better. We have the maps. Now we have to find a way out of this place. And that's the hard part. We need water for the Aurora and the crew, as you can see. Stepan, Duke, and Alyosha are done with dehydration already. We also need fuel. The local bandits have it all. I have already contacted their so-called Baron, but his terms proved to be unacceptable. He'll told us where they get the water, but naturally, the well is guarded. The mirror reconnaissed the place and says we could infiltrate it stealthily. So, Artyom, when you're ready, go rendezvous with Damir. Your goal is to bring water to the Aurora. Failure is not an option. Good luck, Artyom. We are all counting on you. Crest, how's the weather?
The storm seems to be over. I'll go back to the post.
Perfect.
Grandpa Yermak, don't you have any water left at all?
Well, where would I keep any?
In your untouchable reserve, of course.
I don't have any. I don't even have a canteen. I never needed it before. Wait till lunch, then we'll all get some, huh?
I wish I had a canteen. Then I'd share some water with you now.
Thank you, darling.
Artyom, while you were out, I finished making one more thing for the Tihar. The workbench is at your service. So, did you try the new ammo out? Should work great with all this oil around. I figure the Holy Flame would be pretty happy with them. I'm feeling kinda under the weather. Not my best day ever. And I'm not doing that poorly, all things considered. I think we can last another couple of days like this. Maybe. We need water. We really do. That's about it.
You can go wild there. Our situation is critical. A few more days, and we won't be able to fight off a pack of wild dogs, much less the bandits.
Hello, Artyom. Any news about the water? As you can see, I've been trying to condense some, but with no coolant, I got less than a liter out of it. I wish it would rain. But that's highly unlikely here.
What have you got, idiot?
What can I say? We clearly didn't come here in
Artyom,
vain.
thanks for coming by to see the guys. I'm totally powerless here and it hurts. Stepan could never handle hot weather, but here without water, he never even said a word until he collapsed. Alyosha and Duke are down too. They just need some water and I can't help them at all. Sure, everybody has it tough now, but just looking at them is painful. Try to think of something, will you, Artyom? Please.
Uncle Artyom, is this for me? Wow, thank you! Look, Grandpa Yermak, I have my own canteen now.
Well, now we'll have to ask for some water. Then you'll have your own untouchable reserve.
Wow, thank you! Mom, Uncle Artyom just gave me a canteen.
Sure seems so. The radiation levels are plotted in color.
So, what do you think of our situation, Artyom? Not so good, huh? Besides, we had guests, too. Gave them our best welcome, naturally. The beasts ran straight into Stepan with his mint grinder, and he just minced them. We rushed out, but only saw the bodies. One of the bodies, blядь, was Stepan's. Now, at first, I thought the bastards got him. Nah, he didn't even have a scratch on him. It was a freaking heat stroke. He's down in the station building now, resting. The rest of the guys are not in a great shape either, so... if those oil bandits decide to put real pressure on us, we're screwed. And they may just do that, because I think that Gil lady is trying to use us as a piece in her own game, блять. Having us take those bandits out would play right into her hand. Though if we are all out from dehydration by the time they arrive, that plan will backfire big time. The colonel ordered that water is to be only given to the sick, and those on patrol doesn't drink it all himself. So he's cooped up inside and there is no getting him out. He says he's too weak. It might hurt the morale if people see him like that, you know? As if the morale could get any worse with no water at all. It got so bad, Yermak decided to try and condense some from the air. It's goddamn desert, blin. So this is the situation. We need water and fuel, badly. And we need a hell of a lot of both. With Aurora turning over 2 tons of water into steam per hour, her appetite for fuel is also nothing to sneeze at. We're up a shit creek here, and we'd better find a paddle soon, you know? Or else we ain't gonna come out smelling like fucking roses. Well, that's my take on the things, at least.
Are you ready? How are the guys doing with no water? While you were away, I scouted it out a bit. Gil says lots of people used to live in these caves. There was basically a real town. But then the geysers opened up and they all had to flee. As you might suspect, we're approaching the spring through the back door. Let's go! Well, the bridges are burnt now. Let's climb a bit higher to get a better look around. The cave isn't going anywhere.